Monday, May 8. Worship the Creator. Read Revelation chapter 14, verse 7. How does the message of the first angel conclude? What final appeal does this judgment hour message make? And also see Isaiah 40, verse 26, John 1, 1-3, and Romans 1, verse 20. Let's begin with Revelation 14, verse 7, saying with a loud voice, "Fear God and give glory to him, for the hour of his judgment has come, and worship him who made heaven and earth, the sea, and springs of water." And Isaiah 40, verse 26, "Lift up your eyes on high, and see who has created these things, who brings out their host by number. He calls them all by name. By the greatness of his might and the strength of his power, not one is missing." And John 1, verses 1-3. "In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God. He was in the beginning with God. All things were made through him, and without him nothing was made that was made." And Romans 1, verse 20, "For since the creation of the world, his invisible attributes are clearly seen, being understood by the things that are made, even his eternal power and Godhead, so that they are without excuse." Revelation 14:7 ends with a clarion call to worship the Creator. This call is especially important now, when most of the scientific and even the Christian world have accepted evolution, a teaching that strikes at the very heart of all things biblical and Christian. If evolution were true, our faith would, of necessity, be a lie. That's how stark the issues are. Revelation's final appeal, then, is rooted in the Bible's first book, Genesis. We will never fully understand the issues in this cosmic battle over worship unless we understand the significance of creation. As it said in Genesis 1:1, "In the beginning God created the heavens and the earth." This verse is the foundation for all of Scripture. In the beginning God created. The Hebrew word for create in this passage is bara, B-A-R-A, a verb that is used only and exclusively with God himself as the subject. In the beginning, God created. To get just a little idea of how unlimited God's power is, let's consider just one object of his creation, the sun. The sun produces more energy in 1 second than humanity has produced by oil, gas, coal, or fire since the beginning of time. The sun has a diameter of approximately 865,000 miles. And if we put that in kilometres, that goes well over 1,000,000 kilometres, and would hold 1 million planets the size of Earth. But the sun is just one of at least 100 billion stars in our galaxy, the Milky Way. One star, called the Pistol Star, gives off as much as 10 million times the power generated by our sun. 1 million stars the size of our sun can easily fit within the sphere of the Pistol Star. How do we even begin to wrap our minds around the creation? Creation reveals a God of awesome might and unlimited power. His creative power not only brought the heavens and earth into existence, but also has worked in behalf of his people through the centuries. He is the God who began this world, who is ever present in this world, and who will never forsake his people in this world. And so to finish today, despite how small we are in contrast to the creation, Christ died for us. How does the overwhelming size of the creation only amplify the reality of God's love? This lesson was read by Dr. Percy Harrold for Christian Services for the Blind. Sponsored by the Sabbath School Department and distributed through Hope Channel Australia, this podcast is also redistributed by Hope Channel Germany, Christian Record Services for the Blind. It is also available on SoundCloud and through multiple podcast distributors, including Apple iTunes. And you can listen and watch at the same time on YouTube. Remember, God is always faithful.